to respond to climate emergency is to understand that we are part of nature. That ecology, or the story of our house, is also our story. And the question is, do we want to continue this story? Mabuhay! I am Abner Torres Jr. from the Philippines. I am also the artistic director and founder leader or MAPA of Black Canvas and the creative producer and camp master of SACLAW. I'm also proud to be part of ITAC, International Teaching Artist Collaborative Impact Climate Artist of 2022 to 2024. And this is SACLAW. SACLAW means everyone included, yakap lahat, saklaw lahat. Also means Social Actions Community Leadership Arts Workshop. It is focused on redesigning, rewilding, reimagining educational tools, pedagogies, and processes designed specifically for certain communities affected by climate emergencies. So in SACLAW, we engage artists, activists, educators, community leaders, the youth, to empower them and to educate them on the realities of climate change and how we can all respond to the climate emergency using arts, culture, and education. It is a crisis because it is a crisis of leadership. So last year, we were able to engage youth leaders from my hometown, Cadiz City, Negros Occidental, here in the Philippines. And this year, we are proud to grow and nurture this network. We are offering this to very promising, passionate, and very purpose-driven artist leaders from all over Visayas. With SACLAW, we focus on a much more intergenerational, intersectional, intersectoral approach. We need to empower our communities and make them understand how everyone is affected.
I can say that I am really blessed to be one of the fellows of the SACLAW camp. So what makes this camp interesting is because we are able to share our diverse skills and
we are free. We are free of what we want to do and we're not forced, and I never felt invalidated in this camp.
One thing that I would always be thankful about is the family that I was able to build here.
We get to reflect not only to ourselves but also to discuss ideas. We have to create meaningful discussions, and that's what I like about SACLAW.
I met fellows who also share the same goals as me.
It is not just about connecting with nature, it is also about connecting with the other and to ourselves. And I want this to share for my future students soon.
My favorite part in this workshop is when we perform the story of a Yolanda survivor.
Not all the progress or development has a positive effect in nature.
I can finally relate to the alumni that the Kamalayan is the best activity that they have experienced. And
So one memorable moment that I hear in SACLAW is the Kamalayaan, wherein we were given an opportunity to connect with people and to nature at large.
One thing that really stuck in me was that if we want change, it should start within our spiritual self. It should start within ourselves.
You have to be spiritually renewed and have a deeper and love and connection for nature in order for you to consistently advocate for environment.
Need to spark change within myself first in order for me to spark to other people's lives. I would like to thank SACLAW for giving me this wonderful opportunity to share my advocacy and to help my people in our barangay. In this camp, I've come to realize that how beautiful our nature is.
We want to save and protect our environment, our mother nature.
So I would like to extend my advocacy through SACLAW so that the youth in our barangay would be able to know the importance of valuing the imperativeness of taking care of nature.
I believe this experience can help as well my students, my community.
I hope SACLAW continues to be that beacon of artistry and hope.
there's only one dream or one thing that I want SACLAW to be achieved is to be recognized internationally because they really deserve it. They really help a lot of people. That's it. Thank you.
I am Gowrie Savor. I am speaking to you from North Carolina in the United States, and we are delighted to support Abner and Black Canvas and this beautiful and important project to protect our lands, our waters, our biodiversity and one another.
With great pleasure and excitement, together with Abner, and I'd like to greet you warmly from Europe, the Netherlands, where I'm based. My name is Paweł Pokutitsky and I'm a teaching artist. Though Philippines is so far away and you're in a different context, I still want to tell you that we are obviously on the same boat.
My name is Katie Basil and I'm in Alaska. I work with Abner through the ITAC Climate Collective, and on joining the good fight, I think we can all be sort of a global chorus for working towards climate justice and raising awareness for the needs in our own communities. The erosion has gotten so bad and the frozen ground, the permafrost is thawing. So these are some of the issues that we're facing. Storytelling and art is really the only way to reach people on an emotional level and to really raise awareness for what's going on.
We are all interconnected. And the problem is that we cannot see this connection because we are disconnected. We are only focused on our own realities. And we cannot solve everything, but we can do something. We believe in SACLAW, in the principle of global lens and microactions. SACLAW does not focus on a fear-based approach. SACLAW is a care-based approach. The way SACLAW responds to climate action is to allow our artists, our educators, our communities to reconnect back to nature. We allow them to be free with nature, to understand our kinship with nature, in order for us to understand the value of all life systems, animals, plants, trees, flowers, and even of our cosmology. The way for us to respond to climate emergency is to understand that we are part of nature. That ecology, or the story of our house, is also our story. And the question is, do we want to continue this story? SACLAW is important because it deals with leadership, communities, and using arts and culture and education and empowering each other. In SACLAW, everyone is included because in the problems of climate emergency, everyone is affected. Visayas is very vulnerable to the perils of climate crisis. We are, I would say, at the cliff of danger. Cadiz City is very vulnerable to the effects of climate change. We are a coastal area. During the Typhoon Haiyan, the livelihood of our farmers and fisher folks were affected. I dream that most of the communities here and our leaders, especially local, global, and national leaders, will give much more attention to this, not only in terms of community engagement and integrating this into education, but especially into policy making. It is not only about time, it is long overdue. Climate crisis is an invitation to love again, to fight for our love. Remember that. We only have planet Earth, and we do not have planet B. So I hope that this should be a wake-up call because these leaders are very, very inspiring. With SACLAW, we deal with kaalaman, the mind, kakayahan, the art or the heart, and komunidad or community. This allows the leaders to be empowered, share back to their communities. I wish, and my dream for SACLAW is that it becomes sustainable, not only for Cadiz City, but also for Visayas regions and for the Philippines. In SACLAW, we hope to empower and strengthen the voice of our younger leaders and our youth because our older generation doesn't seem to see the value of this. Cannot solve this problem without including everyone. Women, queers, children, persons with disabilities, the agri-sectors, the oppressed, the marginalized communities, fisher folks, farmers. These are the most affected in terms of calamities. So we are very thankful to our supporters, especially to our youth leaders who have been very passionate. And this is Hearth Jam, combination of art, heart, and earth. At mundo. Maaari natin gamitin ang ating sining para
Patibayin pa ang ating pagmamahal para sa ating mundo.
I'm very hopeful that even with just few circles of leaders here in the Philippines that are much aware of the climate situation, everything will be possible.
Saklaw lahat!
Grid control. Welcome to climate change. Welcome to climate change. Welcome to climate change. Welcome to climate change.
Our leaders must listen to this. If we do not create policies for climate actions and provide the right support for our leaders and activities such as SACLAW, I cannot imagine that it would be possible for us to deal and respond to this climate action. City depends on the work of our farmers and fisher folks. So I appeal not only to our younger artists, but especially to our leaders to continue our honest support, our authentic care, not only for our city, but also especially for our planet.